up next on The Pulse.
You all get out.
Police call it a street takeover, and they continue to search for the organizers.
Stay in your car. Be very, very careful. These individuals are very unpredictable.
Hi, I'm Christina in Poolsville, where I'm getting a first-hand look on a horse farm led by an all-women group.
This is a safe place where all that stuff that's happened to you, this is a place that we can heal some of these things.
Don't close Wootton! Don't close Wootton!
I'm Mariam Shahzad outside Wootton High School in Rockville. We'll hear from parents and students who want to keep their neighborhood high school where it is.
We also look into why the most aggressive form of skin cancer is on the rise and get expert guidance based on new research. All that and more as The Pulse starts right now. Welcome to The Pulse, the heartbeat of Montgomery County. I'm Marquette Shepard, and we're here in Kensington. It's a great little spot in the county, famous for Antique Row, the quaint Noyes Library for children, and its train station that dates back to 1891. A little later in the show, we will chat with Kensington's Mayor, Mayor Furman. This town is just one of the many locations we hope to share with you each week on The Pulse as we travel around the county. But first, let's get to our main story. It was a traffic jam that no law-abiding citizen would ever want to be a part of. Racing cars zigzagging through the streets in the middle of the night, cutting off drivers in intersections, complete with reckless driving maneuvers called wheelies and donuts while people in masks intimidated innocent bystanders. Police call it a street takeover, and they want to find out who's the leader of the pack. That's why they shared this ride-along video with The Pulse.
Up to 10, they're trying to take over the intersection now. We've got a bunch of civilians walking in the way.
You're watching body camera video taken early Sunday morning in Chevy Chase.
You all get out.
It happened in the middle of Connecticut Avenue. Police call it a street takeover. And it often follows a road rally through several police jurisdictions.
The way these things happen is you have 30 plus cars block off an intersection in multiple directions.
According to county police, it's a practice that's only growing since the pandemic.
When we get word that the event has been called for, we immediately put resources into play, but it's a tremendous amount of resources to follow these individuals and try and disrupt them from really, at some point, critically injuring someone or killing someone in the state of Maryland.
Participants find out about the meetups on social media and then share their videos online.
They had projectiles, they had fire extinguishers, they had smoke bombs. We've seen more and more individuals partake in this because of the notoriety with what they can post online on their YouTube or on their Instagram or wherever it may be. And we continue to see folks get more brazen, both in their takeovers and then their interactions with law enforcement.
And many of the troublemakers are not local.
You're getting people from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Virginia, coming to the DMV area because the prestige here, the fact that we do have multiple jurisdictions that come together, so they just assume it's safer for them to partake in this and then get back home.
8 Delta 10. We've got 2 of the intersections. Let's get north and southbound Connecticut Avenue.
Still, according to current Maryland state law, only the drivers of the cars would face serious consequences if arrested.
Gotcha.
people need to see what's happening on the streets of Montgomery County and all across the DMV area, that these folks are engaging in this behavior that puts citizens at risk, that put officers at risk, both of which are primary concerns.
Officers, stay in your cars.
What would you tell people who unfortunately come upon one of these situations and they're just an average citizen?
Stay in your car. Be very, very careful. I see citizens, when there's an accident, they try and turn around and do things, but these individuals are very unpredictable. They travel at high rates of speed. From what we've seen so far, there's no danger to them if they just stay in their car and be patient and wait for the police to get there to disrupt it. But also, if you're caught up in one of these and you witness it, if you can, take video with your camera, but reach out to your local representatives and tell them that this is unacceptable, that it's happening on my roadway.
Just making sure you are not injured, correct?
I'm not injured.
In Rockville, I'm Fran Murphy for The Pulse on Montgomery Community Media.
The police are offering rewards from $250 to $10,000 for information about the people behind these street takeovers. So if you know something, they ask you to come forward, and you can remain anonymous. Rockville's Wootton High School continues to make headlines, first with a student shooting earlier this month, and now with a growing protest over the superintendent's recommendation to relocate the student body to Gaithersburg. Miriam Shazad reports.
The Montgomery County Public Schools superintendent recently made a recommendation that Wootton High School here in Rockville should permanently move students to the new Crown High School in Gaithersburg. And then this Wootton building would turn into a holding school for other campuses under renovation. The Wootton community has been speaking out against this idea, and they're asking the school board to go in a different direction, most recently with a rally here at the school.
Don't close Wootton! Don't close Wootton! Our family, our kids, we all grow up here. This is our part of our life.
The city of Rockville, the mayor and the council, we are behind you.
And I understand from a short-term perspective, it's very easy to say, hey, there's space at Crown, let's just move everybody over there. But that's just looking at the short term. If we look at the 5-10-year projections, we need capacity.
The rally started ahead of a school board public hearing that was supposed to be in person but went virtual after it snowed.
We're supposed to rally outside of MCPS's central office, and unfortunately we've had to move that rally to here, and our voices will still be heard, even if central office is closed.
To emphasize, this is not just a one community or one part of one community. This is a Montgomery County issue overall. So I'm actually going to be giving my testimony here from Wootton High School.
The structural pressures that MCPS faces today, we understand are not the fault of this board, but you are the board holding the pen right now. You can't change the past, but you can control the future.
I have a friend, he's in a wheelchair, and with him being close to his home means that he can enjoy a ride without taking bus or other inconveniences and get to school easily.
We're proposing that Crown be used short-term for a holding school for Wootton and Magruder to be renovated. We believe it's a compromise solution that will help Magruder and Wootton get their desperately needed renovations, also allow for the local Crown area students to be able to go there as well.
It's unclear what the board might be up for because this has been a very opaque process. We've been testifying, but it's felt very much like a one-way process, and that's part of the frustration, is that we're not really hearing answers to our concerns, and literally no one has met with our community despite their desire to permanently close our beloved high school.
We're
are here to support our school. We want to keep the school because this school belongs to our Wootton community and also belongs to our Rockville city.
The school board will make a final decision March 26th. Reporting from Rockville, I'm Miriam Shahzad for The Pulse on Montgomery Community Media.
According to MCPS, moving students to Crown High School in Gaithersburg is not a closing, but a relocation. Renovating Wootton would cost $300 million, money the Board of Education says they do not have. Now, Crown is a fully funded new facility, and they also point to studies showing slower growth in student population in years to come, which means they will not need a 27th high school in their system. The MARC train in Kensington cannot take you to the Ag Reserve. There are no rail lines where our next story takes us. At a local horse farm in Poolesville, a group of women are redefining what it means to care for horses and people. Through inclusion, trauma healing, and community outreach, this farm, called Renison, has created a safe space for those who might not otherwise have access to the equestrian world. Reporter Christina Caicedo-Smith has more.
Riding a horse can be very fun, but it's also hard work. And at Renison, the day starts early, and it ends, well, it really never ends.
We take care of their feet every single day.
Owner Elizabeth Meltzer says that what began as a personal passion quickly became something bigger.
My name's Elizabeth Meltzer. I'm the owner and operator of Renison. Renison came to be because I felt I was being selfish and was like, I need to share this with as many people as possible. It feels selfish.
That desire to share led to a mission rooted in access and inclusion, especially for people who may never have imagined themselves at a horse farm.
People who wouldn't necessarily be able to afford horses in the first place and interacting with them, but also people that are differently abled, people who are neurodivergent or not neurotypical, people who are differently abled in their bodies, also people who have experienced grief and trauma. And how can we think about every diverse way they can change lives? And we're really just the conduit.
For Meltzer, the horses are more than athletes. They're partners in healing.
This is a safe place where all that stuff that's happened to you, this is a place that we can heal some of these things. People can be seen here.
That vision is shared by Assistant Director Kayla Johnson.
I'm the founder of Rooted in Unity and the Assistant Director at Renison.
Johnson says her own journey with horses wasn't always easy.
Made an experience in my life because I was a little black girl growing up in Gaithersburg, which is the inner city, so I had to drive farther out to have a riding experience. So it wasn't really accessible to me, so that's when I created Rooted in Unity.
She met Meltzer in 2021. Both shared the same goal, bringing new communities into the equestrian space. One of those initiatives is Rooted in Unity, a dedicated nonprofit which coordinates and delivers programming on site at Renison for everyone.
We've had the same vision of bringing different communities out to the farm and getting to learn the experience with horses and how it helps you mentally and physically.
So I have my helmet ready. I'm ready to ride a horse for the second time. I did it once many years ago. So I have Kayla here who's gonna teach me how to ride a horse properly and safely. While I'm riding the horse, Kayla guides you through your breathing, shows you how to position your legs and body, and helps you build confidence and balance from the ground up.
Walk out. She got snacks, so she's like, I want some more snacks. All right, you're gonna go out.
Good. Good. Yeah.
Yes!
You did it! There you go.
Wow, yes. For more experienced riders, Renison offers a space to practice and guidance to improve your skills. Today, Renison offers riding lessons, trail rides, saddle clubs, and a show team. But leaders here say the benefits go far beyond sport.
It's just good for your mental wellness. It's good to clear your mind because in order to horseback ride, you can't just only focus on yourself. You have to have the connection with the horse as well. So you're really thinking about the connection and partnership that you have to work with this animal, with the horse.
The farm is also proudly woman-led, something both say matters in an industry traditionally dominated by men.
The world, is man-run, so we like to just pull it back and like, hey, we're the ones and we're empowering other women to come out here. Like, you can do this too. You don't have to be small-minded because you are powerful and you are strong and you can do all this thing.
From trauma recovery to youth empowerment, Renaissance founders say their work is about kindness and respect.
I would like everybody to reach out to us and come visit us. We don't want to be selfish, we want to share it.
And sharing the healing power of horses with as many people as possible. In Poolesville, I'm Cristina Caicedo-Smith for The Pulse on Montgomery Community Media.
Well, thanks, Christina. A great kickoff to Women's History Month, and it's a business where women take the reins. Well, there's not much warmth from the sun out here today in Kensington, so you might not be concerned about wearing sunscreen this time of year. But new research released in February by the American Cancer Society suggests melanoma cases are expected to rise in the U.S. by more than 10% this year. It's prompting one Montgomery County dermatologist, Dr. Koji Ota, to speak out about the dangers of year-round sun exposure and indoor tanning.
The big reason why we're seeing an increased risk of melanoma is that we're finally seeing the long-term damage of UV rays of patients who have had unprotected UV radiation.
But I would think the sun would be dangerous and indoor would be a healthy option, but you're saying not so.
Not so at all. I think that the research shows that indoor tanning is a very high-risk activity in terms of skin cancer. Research shows that patients who start indoor tanning before the age of 35 has a significantly increased risk of developing all types of skin cancer, especially melanomas, squamous cell cancers, as well as basal cell cancers.
Interesting. And when you think of certain times of year, we are taught from a very young age, you go to the beach, you're out in the sun, near the water, lather up that sunscreen. Mm-hmm. But what about times of year where it's cold, it's frigid? Are you finding that patients are thinking about their skin protection during that time?
I think that patients generally think that during the cold winter months, they don't need to apply sunscreen or practice photoprotection as much. But I tell all my patients that they should be protecting themselves from harmful rays of the sun every single day a year, even in the winter cold months, because even on darker winter days, the sun is still out and there is UV violet rays coming out.
It's coming through the clouds.
Yes, absolutely.
Good to know.
Dr. Ota is also a spokesperson for the Skin Cancer Foundation and advises anyone with a skin bruise that doesn't heal within 3 to 4 weeks to seek medical attention immediately. For more expert advice, watch our full conversation online. All you have to do is visit mymcmedia.org and type melanoma in the search bar. We continue our tour of Kensington here in Antique Row with Mayor Tracy Furman. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Marquette. I'm happy to be here.
Well, congratulations on serving 5 terms. As mayor, you must know all about the best parts of town.
Well, not only have I, the 5 terms means 10 years, and I served on the council for 4 years prior to that. And I've lived in the town since 1980, so I'm pretty versed in town of Kensington.
So I want to ask you the most important, hard-hitting questions. Tell me about the best food in town.
Oh my gosh, we have so much food now. We were dry since 2007 for 100 years. So in 2007, the council at the time voted to allow alcohol. It was baby steps at first. Took a while for people to notice us, and finally restaurants started coming in. And they had grown and grown and grown. So we're thrilled. We used to do a little restaurant guide, and now we have to make it bigger because there's so many.
And what is the unique distinction about having a dry town and so many wonderful food options? I've been to bakeries in Kensington, coffee shops. always had a great time.
Yeah, it is great. And part of the, I don't have to go to Bethesda to get a drink anymore. I can stay in my own little town and I can walk to everything. So, leave your car at home or there are plenty of parking for people visiting us. And, we recently got a brewery a couple of years ago and it's so incredibly popular. It is just the place to be. And I love the fact that it's families, older people like me, and singles. And it's just a great place to be at.
And Kensington is growing. Tell me about your activities attracting new business today.
Well, as you can probably hear, we have a train that runs right next to us, which is also great. We have a lot of new businesses, mostly restaurants. We have Pizza and Breads Unlimited coming. They've not opened yet, but that's probably our newest food establishment that will be opening soon this summer.
And we're coming up on March, Women's History Month, and we have a woman mayor serving 10 years. Tell me about your leadership style and how you like to serve the community.
Well, thank you for asking that. I'm actually not the first woman. I am the third woman mayor of a town that's been there for 132 years. So we still have a ways to go, but we've at least I'm the third and not the first. So I don't see much difference. For me personally, I think, we get a lot of respect. For a long time, I was the only woman on the council, and then I was the only woman as mayor. But now we've got another woman that's serving on the council, so you don't feel quite so alone. But I think it's more turns out to be who has the time to dedicate to local law.
Well, thank you so much for your service and taking time to join us up close.
You're welcome. Thank you for the invitation. I'd love to show off our town.
Our social media correspondent, Jaria Butler, is up next. She tells us what stories are trending on social media.
Hi, I'm Jaria Butler, and this is What's Trending Online, where we cut through the noise to bring you the top 5 stories, dominating timelines, and stirring up conversations across Montgomery County this week. At number 5, police asked for the public's help identifying people involved in a street takeover that happened on Connecticut Avenue in Chevy Chase and left 2 Montgomery County police cruisers damaged. At number 4, repair efforts are in progress after the major sewage spill in the Potomac River. Officials say tap water is safe to drink, but bacteria levels are too high for people or pets to enter the river, drink from it, or fish there. At number 3, a legal dispute over LGBTQ+ inclusive books in Montgomery County Public Schools classrooms cost the school system $1.5 million. It will be given to the 3 families who sued back in 2023, and now parents can opt out for their children using a new form. At number 2, Montgomery County is launching a 1-month AI safety pilot program at 3 public schools: Bethesda Chevy Chase, Magruder, and Seneca High School. The program is designed to help staff spot and respond to potential safety concerns more quickly, following discussions about metal detectors and the return of student resource officers. At number 1, county officials have unanimously passed and signed the Immigrant Protection Act. The law means county police won't enforce federal civil immigration laws and limits the use of county resources in federal immigration actions, except with a judicial warrant. That's all for this week's What's Trending Online. Stay tuned for more as we keep following the stories shaping your world. Be sure to visit MCM's YouTube channel or our website. I'm Jaria Butler, and you're watching The Pulse.
Thanks, Jaria. As March begins, we recognize some Montgomery County natives and notable residents with upcoming birthdays. World record-setting Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky, who grew up in Bethesda, celebrates her birthday on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Just a week later, retiring Montgomery County Council member Sidney Katz blows out 75 candles on his birthday cake on March 24th. Katz has dedicated more than 27 years to serving District 3 and the city of Gaithersburg. Happy birthday to you. And now it's time for our community calendar. For a unique look at the universe through the eyes of quilters, check out the Fierce Planets exhibit at Germantown's Black Rock Center for the Arts. It features the work of artists from 11 countries around the world. That's on Saturday, March 7th from 2 to 5 p.m. To celebrate St. Patrick's Day, Acoustics and Ales is back for the spring with a series of outdoor community events in Montgomery County. The first event takes place Saturday, March 14th at North Four Corners Park, and community members can enjoy a local Irish band, several food trucks, and plenty of fun for everyone. For more details and to see what else is happening around Montgomery County, visit montgomeryparks.org/events. Well, we really enjoyed our short visit to Kensington. Let us know where in Montgomery County you would like to see us next time. For now, I'm Marquette Shepard. Thank you so much for watching The Pulse, the heartbeat of Montgomery County.